During 2020, some people began to nickname him Pandemic P, but most fans know him as Paul George. We'll dive deep into his total net worth, impressive endorsement deals, and more. Paul Clifton Anthony George was born May 2nd, 1990 in Palmdale, California. His parents are Paul George Sr. and Paulette Ann George. Paul grew up with two older sisters, Deosha, who also used to be a basketball player at Pepperdine University, and Portala, who played volleyball at California State University. The NBA star began playing basketball at the park or one-on-one against his sister Deosha. For this reason, he started to realize he had a passion for the sport. During his freshman year at Knight High School, Paul began playing organized basketball and played for the AAU team Pump and Run. Paul began to display amazing skills throughout high school and college, calling the attention of many people every time he stepped on the court. In 2010, he announced his decision to enter the NBA draft, ultimately skipping his final years of college eligibility at Fresno State. Paul was drafted by the Indiana Pacers, and the rest is history. But this isn't another typical video about Paul's career. Instead, we'll go over his life outside of the court, like who he's dating, for example. Paul George is currently married to Daniela Rajic. The two dated for a long time before getting engaged and have two daughters together. According to many sources, Paul's wife Daniela used to work as a stripper in Tootsie's, a strip club where many athletes are known to hang out. George and Rajic met each other in 2013, they started going out, and have since been together. Despite a few controversies early in their relationship, the two have shown themselves very united. Daniela is now an Instagram influencer and also runs a swimsuit company called Nude Swim. Paul and Daniela and their beautiful daughters all live together in an enormous home in Los Angeles. George's home is located in the famous Pacific Palisades neighborhood of LA. This area is one of the safest and most serene ones in the city. Many famous celebrities choose this area as it's close to other parts of LA and also has incredible views of the ocean. The mansion features 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms with about 10,000 square feet of living space. And that's not all. The house also includes a pool, a hot tub, and a huge patio. As for the views it has of the area, they are absolutely gorgeous. The lighting in the backyard of Paul's house allows it to shine at night. As for the inside, the design and decor have a very modern style. As for fun stuff for the kids, the house contains a game room, a home theater, and even a wine cellar for the grown-ups. The breathtaking house cost the player a whopping $16 million. But everyone knows that a nice house comes with fancy cars, and luckily, Paul has that all covered. For starters, Paul owns a Ferrari 458 Italia. This amazing supercar is powered by a naturally aspirated V8 engine, which can go up to 510 horsepower or 601 newton meters of torque. Paul has been seen multiple times driving around in this beast, which cost him around $200,000. Another great addition to Paul's collection is the famous Lamborghini Aventador. This machine has a naturally aspirated V12 engine inside, making a stunning 769 horsepower, which is enough to leave your mind in a totally different galaxy. The price of this supercar is about $500,000. Moving out of the sports car section, Paul has a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. This vehicle can run on both off-road tracks and normal tracks with no problem. This car costs the player about $74,000. And last but not least, we have the Range Rover. This famous model has a 3.0-liter 6-cylinder engine. The engine is great for delivering a maximum power output of 395 horsepower. With this SUV, Paul can go from 0 to 60 in about 6.2 seconds and can reach a top speed of 155 miles per hour. This vehicle cost Paul George about $90,000, and it was a gift for his wife. But after learning about his cars and immense house, you might wonder, how much money does Paul George actually have? Well, Paul George has a current net worth of about $80 million. His first deal with the Pacers was signed in 2010. That deal was a 2-year guaranteed contract that offered him $3.9 million with team options for a 3rd and 4th year. After that, for the 2013-2014 season, the Indiana Pacers extended Paul's contract, choosing him as a designated player, which means he'll receive 30% of the team's salary cap. This extension aimed to end his rookie contract in 2014. To ensure the 30% extension valued at $90 million for 5 years, the talented athlete had to receive all NBA honors at any level or be the MVP in that season. After that, in the 2017-2018 season, Paul stated he would sign with the Thunder, which he did on July 6th. He reportedly signed a 4-year contract worth $137 million. As for the 2020-2021 season, the NBA star reportedly signed an extension deal for an additional 4 years for $190 million with the Clippers on December 10th of 2020. But George doesn't just rely on his contract money to boost his net worth. He also took advantage of his fame to endorse a few famous brands. George earns about $8.5 million per year from endorsement deals. For starters, he has a YouTube channel with more than 60,000 subscribers. Paul also has endorsed many brands. His main sponsor is Nike. In fact, Paul earns about $5.5 million from Nike every year. In 2017, George became the 21st player to release his own signature shoe line. As of today, his PG shoe model has already entered the 5th generation. And that's not all. PG2, Paul's second signature shoe, dropped in 2018 and was widely successful among NBA athletes. But Nike isn't the only brand making business with Paul George. In 2014, Gatorade signed Paul George as its brand ambassador, and since then, he's appeared in many commercials. He also has a sponsorship with the video game NBA 2K, as he was introduced as their cover star. Other brands George has endorsed are Bass Pro Shops, Foot Locker, and AT&T. But the player doesn't just make business moves to benefit himself. Paul also tries to go out of his way to help those in need. The NBA star currently runs the Paul George Foundation, where he generates many programs and fundraising events to help the community. Paul does charity work based on his own experiences as well. When Paul was 6 years old, his mother suffered a stroke, and for this reason, the athlete partnered with the American Stroke Association to carry on the annual stroke victims' Christmas dinner. By doing this, Paul aimed to bring awareness to these situations and celebrate with victims' families who have overcome strokes. Likewise, Paul also was in charge of local youth basketball camps to motivate children to pursue their dreams of basketball. Paul also supports other causes that have nothing to do with him. The athlete was seen many times wearing Black Lives Matter hoodies or t-shirts in his pre-game warm-up. Now that you know all about Paul George, here are a few facts you might find interesting. According to the December 2011 article on sportingnews.com, Paul George has since grown 2 inches taller than when he came into the NBA. This means that from his listed height of 6'8", the Pacers guard is now 6'10". With the combination of his height and athleticism, Paul George is destroying opponents whether he's on offense or on defense. During his college days at Fresno State and his early years in the NBA, Paul George used to wear the jersey number 24. The reason for this was that his favorite player used to be the LA Laker guard Kobe Bryant. Here's what he said one time during an interview. "I was the whole nine," George said. "Anything you could think of, I had it. I had the Kobe jersey. I would do the Kobe walk. I would walk around the house doing the Kobe stare down face. Anything you can name, I was idolizing him, trying to be just like him." Even though he liked Kobe so much, his favorite team was the LA Clippers because of the team's style of basketball. If you like this video, you'll surely enjoy George's teammate John Wall's lifestyle video. Now, do you believe Paul George is fit to end up in the NBA Hall of Fame? Drop your opinion in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.